Yeah, let me know if we are in fact back. I think we are. Yep, okay. Second one today, unfortunately, and but we are restored. And hopefully people have been able to stay for the restoration of service here. Yeah, it looks like it's just a temporary break in connection. Okay, I keep passing the answer, apparently. Something about the double skewer. Double skewer? And I died to the hidden block, apparently. Okay, let's try to get back on track here. So what had we not checked? Oh, this... Okay, those hidden blocks. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah. Oh, whoops. Right, because I was getting dunked by that invisible block. And so I don't think I actually entered that pipe. At least not successfully. Okay, let's try to slip in then. Without bobbing our heads up and down. Okay. So you have a thwomp, you have a key door that we're not supposed to take, apparently. We'll find out soon enough if we are, in fact, not supposed to take it. That probably took me entirely too long. Okay, soft drop. Oop. Okay. And it's fine that the thwomp blew that apart, because we need a platform to work with. Okay, and the whole thing here is scroll locked. Yeah. Yeah, but we want that thwomp to break a bit of the ceiling. So I'll probably not be staying on this for much longer, but I did, of course, download that copy, and so it's something I may be able to return to on my own time. Perhaps if I do another backlog stream this weekend. Like if I don't finish it now, then at least I can return to it offline then and see if we can navigate this garbage any further. Okay, so we pop that. Then let's go around. Yeah, we eventually need to hit... Okay. Okay. Let's see if we can eventually make make it over somehow. Okay. Checkpoint. Well, I mean, we're going to have to check this eventually. Ah, soft lock game, okay. Guess we'll just need to hit each of these in succession. Thankfully not particularly painful. At least until you get to the fast belt at the end. I see. Oh, I see. At this point, it may be advisable to just repeat content up to that point. That'll be easier. Yeah, well, I know the score. I know how everything works up to that point, so. Moment. Yeah. My chat window is actually not updating properly. Just give me one moment to check this. Yeah, no, because when I was offline earlier, I was switching to mobile for chat, and now my main chat is actually not updating. Kind of get back in service. Until somebody actually succeeded at that, yeah, well, I'm sure somebody can. Forgot to move. Okay, let's move on up. Drop in and drop to the right. Here we go. Yeah, exactly. I don't need to clear check them. So I find it's usually more efficient if, you know, the solution up to that point is not too much of a problem. Like, you know, I'll usually try to succeed at them once just to see them. But if it's fairly clear how to get to the checkpoint, then there's no particular reason I'd repeat them. Oh. Thought I could knock that out, and that was not the case. I knew that already. Okay, I just need to find the invisible pattern to get around all of this stuff. Okay, dev route. Not so much of a dev route. Oh, yeah, got stomped again. Okay. We should have known that. That would be a problem. I wonder if I should activate that at all, like whether it'll give us the jump height we need to clear the room. The idea I was going for was getting on top of the top block and jumping all the way over, but yeah. So we're going to adjourn this pretty soon, I think. Oh, scroll lock, scroll lock. Okay, there we go. That's interesting. Except it's lava on the other side, I see. Okay. Your Dev Star? Well, yeah, I guess so. I did find it. Very useful, that Dev Star. Whoops. Yeah, well, I mean, I overthink things. That sometimes does help when clearing a level of this style. This particular instance, maybe it doesn't. Yeah, not going to stay on this for very long, though. As I've probably said and not delivered on for far too long. Okay, gonna nuke the swamp. No, we actually did need the swamp to kind of crush that. Not a big deal, we'll respawn the swamp. Okay. Yeah, CP0 is set up, so I do think that's true. So we know there are munchers on this side over here. We know there is a star trap over here. We also know there's lava on this side because we saw something splashing in there, although it might be protected. It's not protected. Oh, here's the other thing we didn't check, is whether we were able to re-enter the door here to manipulate the camera position. We were not. Okay. Okay, maybe one more go from CP1, and then... Yeah, if you want to give a hint. I mean, we're probably going to call it pretty soon otherwise, so... Just jump? Whoever thought of doing that? Oh, you know what? Yeah, because, it would manipulate the scroll lock position. Yeah. Oh, just jump without hitting the Kaizo blocks, okay. Yeah, we made that overcomplicated. Okay. Oops. Well, at least that's a quick retry. I know I wanted to drop a little faster than that. Was possible to do so, I just missed. Oops. Oh. Oh no, okay, we hit that. Yeah, I know we're probably fairly close. But at this point, let me see who's online, because like I do want to get through everybody before I have to adjourn. And it's going to be a bit of a tall order if I stay on this for that much longer. So, Progan and Ogner are definitely still here from what I'm seeing, and possibly some others. I know I didn't get to the fun part, but I did download it, so I may revisit it over the weekend. But we'll see, because, you know, we do a bit of an unfinished business stream, typically, on Saturday nights to Sunday morning, so I may revisit it then just to clear the last part. At this point, though, there's just some urgency to get through the queue, and I know you removed this anyway, so no need to evaluate it either way, but yeah, looking forward to seeing that in an eventual Bergy breakdown. I'm sure it'll feature very heavily, you know, so all the kids can learn about the art and science of level design. He'll probably do it out of spite. Yeah, I hope he does so, it's very difficult to imagine him spiteful, which is precisely why I think that would be very interesting to watch. Okay, so everybody who stayed through the disconnection earlier, thank you so much for doing so. I know that was, I think, the second one we've experienced today, and it's always an inconvenience for everybody who's been waiting, so. Let's try to get through what we can. Okay, so Progan, we had previously continued along your world, hadn't we? Is this a world submission? Because I do see my checkpoint there. And I think we had finished up to a certain point. Yeah, see you around, Alex. Would be very happy, Alex, to continue your puzzle world later on in the week. Right, because we had played everything up to here, and we had not speeded the castle. Okay, we're on 47 lives. World 2 castle. It looks like we are actually almost done with this world experience, so let's take a look and let's see how we do. Sacrificial pit. Okay. I have to get my brain out of troll mode, which is, I think, always a bit of an adjustment when you switch between level styles so quickly. So, Sacrificial Pit, you know what, let's just drop to POW, see what happens. I don't think anything happened. I think maybe we do need to lead something there eventually. Well, let's see if a POW respawns, because that will tell us whether the POW is still there. No POW has respawned from the pipe. That tells us something interesting maybe going on. No. Okay, no, I really do need to get back out of troll mode and actually play this level properly. So we see a crushy block over here. Let's just continue. POW block would take out the munchers. Let's not do that yet. Yeah, Loop, you know, your content tends to be pretty interesting all around. Actually, I really enjoyed powerful puzzles. Now that you're here to hear that, I actually quite like that. Okay, so we have POW block over here. We have eventually some kind of escort that's going to happen. I don't want to lose the POW from despawning, but I'm afraid we have to if we don't know what else is happening just yet. Okay, trampoline. Okay, that's interesting. I can throw it across. I think. No, I can't. Ceiling's too low. But I could have carried it back towards the left side. So let's scout ahead. See what's going on here. Almost certainly some kind of spawn blocking duality. I think we'll eventually... Ah, snake block. Okay, so snake block is going to... I see. So you let me scout the whole circuit of the level, and eventually the snake block is going to do something important. It's probably going to run a pretty major circuit, although I'll have to keep in mind what kinds of objects a snake block is not able to overlap. I have munchers here. Right, because ultimately our objective would be to get a POW and a trampoline over. Right, let's scout ahead a bit further first. Okay, okay. So yeah, this is really interesting. It looks like you're allowing me to scout the whole level to see what I need to do eventually, which is slip under this spot to the right. Could happen a number of ways. It could happen with the bone shell, it could happen with some kind of track taking us over. It could happen with this particular on-off being relevant to a spawn block. But we don't know how it's happening yet, and I think the idea would be that this would have to break open with a mushroom or other object. So why don't we activate that snake block, because that's going to reveal quite a lot about how everything will work. And I see how this is working. Like, you have a moving platform, and Boom Boom spawned here earlier, right? Okay, so there's some kind of pipe spawn that is controlled and allows you to move objects up through there. This we know would be outlocked, okay. Why don't we switch the on-off and see what that affects over here? Okay, that's blocked. So we toggle on-off. And now let's see where this goes. Right to left. Okay. Interesting. Well, okay, we'll change the on-off state. Let's see what that toggles over here, if anything. We do know, of course, that there was the previous interaction with on-off changing the lava level. But that was just in a previous level. I don't know if the same interaction would hold here. I don't think it does. But I think the POW block actually does remain in place until such time as we despawn it, so... Okay, Munchers over here. Okay, so trampoline we haven't used yet. And I feel like that's relevant to a conveyor belt, probably. But I don't know if that's affected by the on-off state. Okay, there we go. Now... yeah, this is carted back across. This allows us to go back over. Okay, we've made some progress. Now, what can we do? If we drop the POW first, then we can drop the trampoline on top of that, and we can jump on a trampoline for no reason whatsoever. If we drop the trampoline first, we can drop the POW on top of that, and it would maybe cycle over somewhere. Let's think about this. Yeah, we'll eventually want the on-off state back to on in order to make it to the second half and to the exit. Also, the POW block is still active there. We know the POW block is still active there on global ground, presumably, because it is not respawning. So why don't we drop this into the sacrificial pit? And that does nothing. At least nothing visible. I mean, maybe it's a jumpable surface, but... because I don't know that we have any other held objects that we can drop in there, so... why don't we just... okay, that's a bad idea, but... I love how there are all the death markers there in the sacrificial pit. Anyway, we've made some progress. We know how to get a trampoline block all the way here to the left. That is as much as we have figured out. We know how to... well... we can get as far as here. The POW block can take out the Munchers. I'm just thinking about the priority of the Munchers and whether they could be responsible for some kind of spawn block, or... I might have to just try that eventually. However, coming back here with the trampoline allows you to jump up with the POW and drop on them and then jump up. Interesting. Like in this indent here? No, I don't know. That looks like a bit of a death trap to me. But let me inspect this again, just to see if I looked at the ceiling properly. Okay, no, it's all ground blocks here. Oh, you mean about the munchers? Yeah, if you like soft drop here and use it as a platform? No. It does render the POW inaccessible, although they are not global right now, so I can just despawn it. It's okay, it's worth a try. It's not a bad suggestion. Okay. Now, actually, I don't know if this is on-off dependent, because we assumed there was a conveyor down here, but I don't know if it's a red-blue conveyor. And it's not, and we know that because we had toggled the switch previously. Yeah. Alright, so... However, previously, we tried dropping trampoline first. POW first, trampoline second. We know that it's a safe droppable spot here. We know that for a fact, and we know that it's probably on global ground because the POW didn't respawn. So, if, for example, it's 2 tiles down, we drop this, we drop the POW on top of it, the POW will spring up as a platform. It will allow us to jump around in the middle column in a way that we didn't previously. Let's drop trampoline there. Drop the POW on top. Drop the POW on top. Hope that nothing despawned. Okay, that seems like it goes a ways down then, because I assumed that from the lack of respawning that the POW was still alive, and therefore that the trampoline would still be alive. Like, the pipe is not going to spit at us, right? Unless it's entity-based. Such that, no, even so, like, we know the POW is still alive. And we know the spring is presumably alive under it, so in that case, why would it not bump anything up at us? Only if it were doing something like riding a conveyor elsewhere, right? Oh no, the POW did in fact respawn. Okay, so maybe we're just totally wrong about that stuff. You know what? Let's kill the munchers. That's something we have not tried. And possibly that does something interesting. I don't really know. The trampoline has been used. The trampoline may in fact be global. In fact, the reason why the POW would despawn if the trampoline is sitting on global ground is if the POW were suspended in midair while we despawned it off screen. And so, like, it looks like that is still presenting a bit of an issue. So, however, if our objective is to get the POW across here somehow, then dropping... well, no, we haven't even gotten the POW this far, so... Yeah, Narwhal, you are next. Oh, okay. Here's another trampoline. That's kind of important to know. Oh! Oh! You know what? We have access to 2 trampolines. That's important, because it means that if the other one is still alive on global ground, we will drop it into the sacrificial pit. Let's take the other POW while we're at it. Just to be safe. Okay. Let's see if this works. No. Because we know that it's actually not sitting on top of the other trampoline anyway. Like, that would have sunk quite a ways down low. If it is sitting on any surface at all. Maybe there is some entity blockage going on here, because I did not see the trampoline under Boom Boom spawn previously, did I? Go back to Boom Boom. Oh, wait, did you see this? Oh. Aha. The reason it was on global ground is because it was on the platform that was on the track. The platform being on the track delivered everything over here. Marvelous. I still don't know what the entire on-off and track block segment up above is about, but I'm sure we are about to find out. That's cool. Okay. That's very cool. So this was actually the same trampoline we had used previously. The sacrificial pit takes everything down to the Boom Boom spot. Okay. Okay, this must have been a nightmare to test. Just in terms of object despawning. Absolute nightmare. Now, what does this unlock for us? It allows us to take the POW back to the Munchers. And in doing so, it's trying to not despawn all these objects. In doing so, we can see if anything spawns outside of Muncherland. Yes, it does. Mushroom. Mushroom allows us to pop the pipe that is... It gives us a bit of a checkpoint item-wise in that it restores our access to POW. However, here's the thing. We need to get the mushroom in the sacrificial pit in order to get it to the other side. And we are out of time. Okay. I get it. So yeah, the reason that nothing was sitting down there below the arrow when we dropped it in, and there was no interaction, is because it falls onto a track. The track keeps the POW loaded on global ground and allows us to head all the way to the right. And eventually, we'll have to deal with the mushroom. In order to escort the mushroom all the way over to the left, these munchers need to be taken out. Okay. Munchers need to go. Yeah, because eventually, mushroom will end up in this slot. In order for the mushroom to end up in this slot, we have to bounce it. We have to take it through the seesaws and bounce it. However, what do we do with the clouds? Okay, no, that's not the answer. We need to take the mushroom actually all the way above the upper path. We take it above the upper path and... Whoops. Okay, let's scout that again. Let's scout that. This is suddenly very, very exciting. Very exciting. Okay. In the pit. Load that in. Actually, we should have taken out the... No, we don't need to take out the munchers because we will want to take the mushroom over the top path anyway. Whoops. I think I understand the overarching concept of the level, though, is that the lava drops work as item teleportation zones. Now we are thinking with portals. Okay. Okay, mushroom will eventually come out top. Assuming that we use the snake block and the on-off block in a timely fashion. Yeah, that's what the on-off setup and the snake block is all about. It's all about a mushroom escort. Mushroom escort will eventually allow us to pop open the blue pipe at the very end, and that will presumably give us something like a bone shell. Let's drop this as well. And we'll take everything over to Boom Boom. Okay. Okay. Let's put this baby on global ground as well. We'll ride the track. And the track will unload it over at Boom Boom. And then we will see. Okay. Back here. Oh, let's get rid of him first. Don't want to deal with this guy. Now we'll take on the munchers, and that will be an item checkpoint. Let us retain trampoline over here, just to make sure it remains global. And let's take it back anyway, in case. Mushroom. We'll need to sail over. Oh, okay, that's fine. No, we can grab that. It's not a problem. We should probably use the POW to hold down to seesaw, though. Oops. We don't have to juggle. Come on. No. Come on. Okay, track block. Oh, okay. Nope, we needed to drop an object over here. Yeah. Drop an object in that slot, drop an object in this slot, in fact. Now, this must have been made with the patch when icicles were still global ground in order to work, right? Like, this must have been old enough that that would be active, because I could not see this working any other way, basically. We get the mushroom on here. We have to send the mushroom across the snake block. Okay. It's fine. Yeah, made before the update. That's yeah. That was a very sad loss when it comes to the tech. And yeah, Real Legion, I'm glad you appreciate the. I mean, without knowing some of the maker tech, I think we would not be able to solve this thing at all. But okay, so we'll just need to consume this mushroom first of all, so we can reset its position. The next thing we'll do is. Very clear to me that POW will go here and trampoline will go to the left, because that will project the mushroom over to the left. We lost the trampoline. Okay. I gotta take damage somewhere. Okay, we'll probably run out of time on this attempt, actually, because we messed everything up with the trampoline. The trampoline is respawned. Okay, great. Great. Except we need to go back top side. Okay, so... Ogner, the reason it can't be updated or rebuilt is because in order for the level to work, it needs icicles to behave the way they did back in the original 1.0 patch. In that you could run as far as you want off screen, and objects like the POW you see above my head would remain on the icicle. That is no longer the case. It was changed in the first minor patch before the Link patch. And because that no longer works, you cannot update or re-upload this level, because the only way to get it to work by patch 1.0 rules is if it had the upload date from that time. Yeah, very sad to lose that piece of tech, particularly because icicles were so entity efficient in terms of not eating into that ever so valuable item budget. Oh, and the POW got unloaded as well, okay. What do we do to unload the POW? Huh. We had better drop this as well. Yeah. It looks like the POW over there did respawn anyway. I think maybe it was not... Well, I don't know. We have 110 seconds left. I may not get it on this attempt, but we'll have the solution come together soon enough. Actually, no, the POW is here, but interestingly, it does not... Oh, no, because this POW was the one that respawned from the checkpoint pipe, as it were, after we took out Boom Boom and after we took out the Munchers specifically. So they are two separate POWs, because the first one had already been expended on the Munchers, and so that's why we actually get access to a second POW. Great. Great. We actually have access to two POWs. Which I think will be important, because we need some way to block Mushroom from falling off Snake Block. And the way that we would do that is by using the first POW as a blocker. Yeah, because we can't afford to have the Mushroom fall off the Snake Block. Now, Snake Block should also be global, so... that's a terrible position. Okay. We messed that up. That's a terrible position. But that's okay, we can just despawn the Snake Block and respawn it. We have 30 seconds anyway, so why don't we just... Like, we won't get it on this attempt, so... Whoops. Okay. Why don't we just trace our way through and see what we are supposed to do. Okay. Actually, no, we'll just send a mushroom through. Okay, we have the solution, we just need to execute it cleanly and not burn so much time. Okay, so, yeah, I get two POWs. And when the mushroom goes in here, it'll be the same kind of interaction as before, where it's protected by the track, and the track will load it onto the right side. And that's the ultimate objective of this level, is to unlock that. We'll drop the POW. And, okay. And we'll drop the trampoline. And we'll drop the trampoline here. That'll unload it. Yeah, because Real Beacon, the final lock in this level is destroying ground using, like destroying the bricks using a mushroom to stomp. And that unlocks what is presumably a dry bones shell as the way to get through the final gate. So where those go, I'll show you in just a sec. When we hit Boom Boom, that's where they get unloaded. It took me a while to realize that was what was happening, but once you see it, then the entire level suddenly makes sense. Like, everything just clicks. Once you understand that central interaction, which is that everything is unloaded here. And you just need to not die to Boom Boom, which is easier said than done. Okay. Especially when he's being manipulated by the track like that. Okay. So we have access to the trampoline and two POWs. Let's take care of the POW first, because the POW allows us to grab the second POW. Yeah. Next, let's place the trampoline on global ground. And then we will place POW on global ground. That's a little off-center. Let's... yeah, fine. Here we go. Next, we raised a mushroom. And I'll answer your question in just a moment. Sorry, I'm just executing the solution right now. Okay. So we know that the track will match mushroom speed. Great. We take the mushroom into the pit. And if we make our way back to Boom Boom, and you know what, let's transport the second POW just in case we need it. Then we will have a mushroom available. Okay. Okay, let me just inspect ahead. Yep, that's what we need. Mushroom. And then we stomp on this final part here. Bone shell? No, spiny hat. Spiny hat allows me to drop blaster, but only once I've changed the on-off state. No, I need to drop the blaster now, because otherwise I won't be able to reach it once I've changed the on-off state. Oh, okay, never mind. Okay, we'll do that. Okay, thank you. That was extremely enjoyable. Really wonderful concept once I understood what was going on in it. We are over a minute off record, and that is World 2, and I think actually that does it for the DI Program Puzzle World. Yeah. So that was the maker code, Real Beach Inn, that you see posted there. The name of that level is Sacrificial Pit, but I do recommend playing the world. I mean, I've found that this world, you know, it's made of previously created puzzle levels, but the puzzle levels are related enough that each of them will teach you things about how to approach the other ones, because when you play them, you'll realize that there is a consistent style to the puzzle design and what you need to think about when it comes to manipulating objects like the POW blocks. Okay, Narwhal, you don't want me to play the one you submitted? Okay. Just so you folks know, I am kind of over time at this point. I will finish up, but I strongly prefer kind of easy, quick levels at this point, if you want to substitute codes. I will not be grinding out anything particularly difficult. Title screen speedrun. I assume that's one of the title screen template levels with a clock attached to it. But if it's something different, you are free to surprise me. Okay, so I'll punch in your code and I will change over to a different level then, as you requested. And yeah, well, Narwhal is definitely here. Real Beach Inn, we are very much closed up at this point. I don't think we will be able to take any more today, but we'll hopefully continue progressing through your world later in the week. So, Narwhal, you said... Narwhal, for some reason, the link permission didn't work earlier. I would not worry about Clearvid anyway, so... Okay, so you wanted title screen speedrun number 2. Tight timer. Okay, not that tight actually. World record within 0.5. Let's just do it. Yeah, I don't tend to spoil myself with the clear videos when I play anyway, so it's alright. I feel like I played this concept before anyway from other people who have tried something similar. I probably should have bounced onto Rocky Wrenches. Yeah. The replace command doesn't work, Ognar, but Ognar, I can just sort of, I mean, just talk to me when I call you up and we'll change out the code manually. Like, it won't be reflected accurately on the bot, but that's okay. And thank you so much, Progan, for the cheer. And yeah, Progan, I do know that we have a bunch of your older puzzle levels that were not part of that world. Like, there's at least one of the other POW deliveries that I haven't played yet. And some of the other older ones as well, so we'll hopefully see those soon enough. Okay. I hesitated a bit. That will be a timer issue, I'm sure. Yeah. Okay, I do need to hit the P switch at the end and do a P jump off the end, so it is slightly adapted from the original. And bumping like that is going to be a problem. And, yeah. Start over. Yeah, Ognar will just hopefully remember to punch that in, and that will likely be the last thing we do. Because I am kind of over my intended time. So. Yeah, I kind of bumped our head there. That's going to cause timer trouble. Okay. Nope, that's probably too much of a mess up. Yep. I mean, it is a title screen adaptation, but with some meaningful changes to things like the... I don't really know the title screen levels well, but you do have some original modifications to make it fit 20 seconds, pretty much, on the dot. Including the little P-switch surprise at the end, the P-jump. Okay. So... Oh, Beachin, so you're going to start streaming. Okay, I will keep an eye out for that. Let me know if you need any assistance with anything streaming related. I mean, I'm fairly new to it myself. I've only been doing it a few months. Unlike some people who have been at it for years and really understand what there is to know about Twitch. Okay, Beachin, the Warp World bot is really easy to work with. Like, most of the setup I found was with just customization. Really easy to just kind of plug in and out of the box. It's just that if you wanted to look nice and to give everybody custom text and such, you need to just write that up, but the interface itself is fairly simple. I do know that some people who do not prefer Warp World like to use a different service, viewerlevels.com, and that has a few different features. But Warp World definitely tends to be one that is most commonly in use. And yeah, and that sort of stuff you can actually start working on before you get your webcam and your capture card in. Like if you want to start setting up for streaming on the software side, you can do that before the hardware is available. You can start working on that pretty quickly. That was too much of a slowdown. Too much of a slowdown. Okay, we'll see what we can do. Just given how late we've been running, I don't know if I'll necessarily get the clear on this. I know it's probably quite doable, given that the platforming itself is fairly standard. But depending on how many timer issues we have, I may need to kind of rush this one. And, you know, that's what happens when you have things like disconnection issues and also spend way too long on certain levels we saw earlier. Oh, whoops. But we'll try to... Oh, I don't know that seeing the clear bit will actually solve much. I'm not very good at being able to accurately reproduce anything. Whoops. It's okay, I appreciate the offer, though. Riding the belt all the way there might actually be helpful. Seems like it's well tuned for that. Yeah, I hoped to bounce on some of the rocky wrenches, but they don't seem to come out with the timing I quite like. Got stuck a bit there. Probably not going to make it this time. Yeah. Yeah, we can probably sail right over all that stuff. Try to get P-speed, yeah. Oops. That would be helpful. Just need to spend a little more time on the ground then. Yeah. Okay, actually that segment right there at the end worked a lot better than it did previously. We were losing a ton of time on that. Nope, missed. Yeah, I don't know how accurately I can reproduce that little trick, but it seems like it's kind of necessary. Oops. Need to gun it. And bounce all the way up in one go. Nope, not quite. There's a faster way, probably. We'll see. Accuracy is not really my forte anyway, like, even if I do know the intended solution. Skip the first layer of clouds, really, okay. Oh, skip the first layer of clouds. Oh, we'll try that. Yeah, definitely I have to account for the amount of time we need to finish the final P-jump as well. Okay. Yeah, definitely losing too much time all over. 9 seconds coming through that segment. That's gonna be too slow for sure. Way easier than TSS 1? Okay. Nope. Nope. Way too late. But I know where we are stumbling and where we can clean things up, so... Nope. Definitely looks like gunning it for that cannon as fast as I can has to be a part of it. Oops. Ran right into that. Yeah, that's a pretty big difference in clear. Go on to semi-solids? Okay, we'll see about that. Nope. Stuck a little bit too much all over. Oh, it looks like you can probably go under in that segment as well. No. Really enough headroom, though. Okay. Yeah, go into semi-solids to reduce the vertical distance that we're traveling. Yeah, that's seems like what I should be doing. Nope. Way too late. Oops. Came in a bit low there. I think I had a better method going in, but execution left much to be desired. No, that's stuck there. Okay, missed a P-jump, but we were tight on time anyway. If we did not get stuck in at one spot, I think this would have been manageable. Oops. Nope. I'm gonna build up speed on the bottom and then take the third semi-solid probably. Okay, got a bit stuck there. And there. And there. Nope. Oops. Okay. No. I do think jumping on that blaster is probably necessary. Yeah, we'll give it a few more attempts. Ordinarily, if this were early in our stream, we would probably give this a bit more of a concerted effort, but we are running late enough that I really do need to make sure I have time to look at the last online level. So can't really spend too long on this one, unfortunately. Nope. Okay, almost there. We just missed a P jump. And if we just aimed directly for that P jump, might have had a decent shot. Lots of little stumbles we can fix in the meantime. Nope. Yeah, that P jump does require you to pull back a bit. That's definitely a bit of an adjustment. Almost. That's the closest attempt that we've had yet. And it was very clear to me that there was a lot of stuff to clean up in there regardless, so... No. Nope. Tried to pull back a little too early before properly falling onto P. Ugh. Nope. That's going to be a disaster. We'll see how close we are anyway, in case there's more optimization we can do over here. And it looks like we should actually be running straight for that. But at the same time, I don't think we have enough height for that to be the idea. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, just a few more tries. Jump off the conveyor before you go down? I think you may be right. Previously, on some attempts, I'd made it directly over to the question block. And I think that probably worked quite a bit better, but maybe you do need to go on a down slope slightly to make that happen. Yeah. Because the idea should be that I want to skip directly over and hit that question block pretty much straight on so we don't need to fall under. So yeah, we'll try it that way and see if we improve. Okay, a couple of stumbles to work out. Okay, done. See how tight we were. And thank you for the GGs. We were actually pretty close to the record. Decently close. And there was very much, very clearly rather, room to improve on that, so. Okay, we'll just clear out the people who are offline in a queue. I believe Lickety left some time ago, which is quite a pity because I thought they had a very interesting username and wanted to ask them about that further. Regardless, hopefully they will be back some other day. Just going to confirm that everybody is in fact off, and then Ogner, we will... Yeah, something short would be fantastic. Ogner, by the way, we actually did play an earlier version of Koopaling Crush over the weekend. I know that I think you had replaced it with a new version since, but we did feature the previous version on the Saturday stream, if you wanted to go back to look at that. Ura, I believe, is not here. And of course, I'd be happy to see the new versions of Time as well. But we did clear it. Okay, Ogner, of course we will replace netcode. The one that you had punched in just now. That will be the last thing we do today. And then I really do have to go. 01G. Desert After Dusk. A traditional desert journey. Can you find the optimal speedrun routes? We will probably not be doing the optimal speedrun routes on this run, but ordinarily we'd look for that. But we'll see how we do. This is from February. It has a very generous clear rate of about 18%, and we do have a very well optimized record of 16 seconds over 185 clears, so that would be some tough competition. Identical to your clear time, okay. Oh, I see, because the record time would make use of the desert wind. Would definitely have to make use of the desert wind. There's a key. Oh, we missed a key. Okay. Yeah, if this is quick, we might try to go back and try to grab the key for an optional route. But, oh, missed that due to the desert wind. Bit sloppy all over. Very, very sloppy. Alright. Definitely thrown off by the wind a bit. And we'll just do that again and see if we fare any better. Oh. Yeah, that was, I think, one of the things that really surprised me about this game was how hard it actually was to play around wind. Now, it looks like we didn't have what it took to make it through the pokey anyway. Okay. Oh, whoops. So much for the upper path. Game audio is gone. Okay, 1 second. When that got cut. Thank you for letting me know, as always. Thought we had fixed that bug a while ago, and then it has started coming back. Okay, should be back. Should be back. Fireflower. Well, Fireflower would have gotten us past the key earlier. Like if we doubled back and we had both the shoe and Fireflower, the shoe would allow us to go back to that point, and the flower would have allowed us to take out the pokey. Whoops. It's slow on that. Oh, star. Okay, we'll take it. We should grab the flower, actually, but... This is kind of interesting. The flower will have despawned by now. Wow. And killed by wind right at the end of the level. Thankfully not a conditional flower. Flower allows us to lose it right away. Oops. Yeah, I can definitely see where the possibilities for speedrun optimization are coming from. It's really interesting in some ways. Oh, interesting. That the speed path probably would involve doubling backward keys. Oh no, that's just a bonus door at the end. Okay. Whoops. Once again, dying to wind. Yeah, just bonus door, and I do see how I should be getting the key. Like if I... One method of it, anyway. It does require both the flower and the shoe, from what I'm seeing. Whoops. Didn't mean to be that sloppy. Usually don't just take damage for the sake of it. Let's maybe traverse this a little bit more patiently. Pop that in the head. Whoops. Tried to duck under the claw, and that did not work at all. Okay. Yeah. No, I can definitely see this being quite exciting to do on a speed road. Whoa! Did not expect the stretch to pop out from under my feet. We can just be blown under by the wind, actually. Okay, maybe a bit sloppier than it should have been, but we managed to muddle through that one. And yeah, I can definitely see why the speed route would be something quite interesting to do. Some other time, perhaps. In the meantime, thank you once again, Ogner, for that submission, and to everybody else who stayed past so many issues earlier in the stream. Thought we had a pretty great run of submissions today. We will mark that one as a win. And I believe that's it for you. And yeah, have a great rest of the day as well. As is usually the case, I'm going to look around for somebody to raid. Probably somebody who is running Mario Maker. And we'll send you on to somebody else who is hopefully taking submissions. So, thank you for watching, and good evening or good night, wherever you are. And we will pass you on to somebody else fairly shortly. So just give me a minute and I'll look around. Have a nice day.